sharing my screen with you. Okay. So I'm sharing my screen with you. I guess there was a little problem there. All right, because it normally says recording in progress, and then that's when I talk. But anyway, I'm sharing my screen with you. Not all the times accents are accents used in order to tell you how to pronounce a word. This is the thing about Spanish that I like, although it's hard to learn these accents. It tells you where to put the emphasis, and when it breaks a rule, it has an accent and it says, I know you're supposed to put it in the next to the last syllable or the last syllable, but here the rule is broken. So the accent is to say like aguas, aguas, ojos, ojos. You be careful. Okay. So in the beginning, it's hard to get used to because I'm used to just hearing a word and hearing it and hearing it, and that's how I know how to pronounce it. But sometimes accents are used in order to distinguish one word from another. I call these homophones. And the reason I call them homophones instead of homographs are two words that are written exactly, but exactly the same. And the difference is in the pronunciation. A homophone are two words that are written differently from each other, but are pronounced the same. That accent means that the word is written differently. So these are two words that are written differently. And one has an accent and one doesn't, but are pronounced the same. Oh, and have different meanings. So let's look at some words that are written differently from each other. One has an accent, one doesn't. The accent is there to distinguish the two words from each other, and they have different meanings. Like you have the word day. Day without the accent means of, and it also means from. General. There are other meanings too. But day, with the accent, is the subjunctive of the verb dar. It's also for the imperative usted. El is the masculine article singular. El coche, el libro, el niño. But el with an accent, the pronunciation doesn't change. It's not like el, the pronunciation doesn't change, but it means he. Me is my house, mi casa, my dog, mi perro. But me, after a preposition, me has an accent to distinguish it from my or me without a preposition. Si means if. Si quieres ir conmigo, que me digas ahorita, right? Right? But si with an accent means yes. Sí, señor. Sí, señorita. Sí, puedo ir. Sí with an accent means yes. Say is a reflexive, without the accent, it's a reflexive pronoun. Hablarse, comerse, decirse. Let me give another example. Se habla, he talks to himself. Okay. But say with the accent means I know. Say, it's the verb saber. Yo sé, or say, sabes, sabe, sabemos, saben. It's an irregular verb. It's saber, a very important verb in Spanish. Te with the reflexive pronoun they, and it's also an indirect pronoun also. Indirect and direct pronoun. It's not just reflexive, and that's true for say also. No, say no, but say yes. It's a reflexive pronoun. It's also for direct and yeah, te also, I'm sorry. And also from te hablo, I speak to you. Te hablo, te habla, te habla, te hablamos. We are talking to you, right? Te hablamos, that te means to you. But me hablo means I'm talking to myself. Or te hablas means you are talking to yourself, okay? So it's either reflexive pronoun or it's an indirect or direct pronoun. Te, with the accent, is T. But they're pronounced exactly the same. If you're writing this, you wouldn't know the difference. Tu means your, tu casa, tu coche, tu silla, tu piso, your floor. Tu abrigo, no, you don't use it with clothing. Okay. But if you have tu with the accent, it means you. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, ustedes, ellos, ellas, ustedes. Okay, it's a personal subject, personal pronoun. So it distinguishes because you have it's distinguished because it has the accented you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. And then we'll come back to the demonstrative adjectives on another video. So this is Coralla Ficklin McLean. Welcome, WYLCONE.com. And we continue talking about written accents in Spanish. And here we were talking about when the accent is not for pronunciation, but to distinguish one word from another. And I call those homophones. Yes, homophones and not homographs, homophones. Okay, so I'm going to say goodbye again, maybe for the third or fourth time. Say goodbye and thank you very, very much for coming to my video.